game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So oh yes he is. I mean that boy just the shit. He's a mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee home down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky.
Good morning. What's up, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. It's a Ken Jackson experience. Welcome to my morning rant. Well, we know now. We know why Trump is so nervous about those Epstein files. Washington Post has reported that Pam Bondi, back in May, I believe, briefed Trump on the findings within the Epstein files and informed him that his name was mentioned several times throughout. Now, we don't know what was said about Trump or, how he's implicated or if he's implicated in any wrongdoing. We don't know. But, it's kind of suspicious, that, Trump won't release the files now after he campaigned. That's what he campaigned on. You know what I'm saying? He ran a lot of his campaign on the fact that he said he was going to release those files. And now he's backpedaling like crazy. Maybe at the time he said he was going to release him, he didn't realize his name was in there several times, as the Washington Post has noted. But now that he knows, and I'm sure he knows exactly what's in there, he ain't letting us see him. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've always wondered about. The government, the federal government, state and local governments work for us, the people. And it would seem to me that if your boss, the people, is demanding to see something related to this country, there should be no hesitation in providing it. But for somehow or another, I always wondered how government agencies have somehow flipped the script and they act like, they rule over the people, as if they make the rules and determine, what's good for the people. No. We voted for you motherfuckers to manage the country, manage our foreign trade, manage the financial well-being of the country, manage the military, and manage law enforcement. But it seems the biggest lawbreakers are the ones that we hired to manage everything. So what does that mean? We need to get rid of them. We need to start firing a bunch of people at the top level. Donald Trump firing all these federal workers, in my opinion, is a bunch of bullshit and deception. He's not trying to save the country any money. He's just trying to increase the coffers for himself. And as I said in previous broadcasts, I don't think he's trying to go anywhere in 2028. And 2026 is questionable. We may or may not have midterm elections. And I think that if we do, they're going to be highly questionable if Republicans win back their seats. I would scrutinize everything, to tell you the truth. But here's the thing. Let's get back to these Epstein files, because we know now that Trump, in some way, shape, or form, is mentioned within these files. Now, what's going to happen? because he won't release the files, because according to Trump and the Justice Department, there's nothing in there that's actionable. There's nothing in there that they're saying, that's prosecutable. So if that's the case, just release the damn files. They're talking about, oh, well, we want to protect the identities of the victims and this, that, or the other. I mean, I understand all that, but personally, I think we should know who all the victims are, and we should know who all of the alleged perpetrators are. We should just bring it out in court and let everybody, our system says you're innocent until proven guilty. So, let's put it all out there and everybody go to court and prove their innocence. Or let the Justice Department prove their guilt, rather. Because you don't have to prove that you're innocent. And see, that's kind of what's wrong with our society now, is that because even in the public spectrum, guilt is immediately assumed upon accusation. And we need to fix that. We need, even within society, get to where, no, you're not guilty until we prove you innocent. But as a people, as a nation, we should all know the players involved on both sides, victims and potential perpetrators. Put it all out there. They said there's a bunch of other high-powered names, and which to me is funny too, because what makes him high-powered? These are people, celebrities maybe, other politicians, who are all in their positions because of the people. You're not famous unless the people make you famous. You're not a powerful politician unless the people vote you into office and support you. So, in my opinion, that power belongs to the people that put you there. You need to ante up, and you need to answer to those that made your life and your position possible, which is us, the people. I mean, damn it, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Say, for instance, like the accusers of Diddy. I don't like Diddy personally, and I have my reasons. However, I can't say the man is guilty. I really can't. But if you're accused of something, if somebody's going to accuse you, they shouldn't be accusing you under cover of darkness. They should be able to come out in public and have their lives scrutinized just as much as the one being accused, honestly. I mean, what are you hiding from? You're the victim. What do you have to hide? Bring it all out in the open. They talk about victims are afraid of repercussions and this, that, and the other. And see, again, that goes back to what's wrong with our culture and our society. The public, tends to want to follow a criminal now and elevate a criminal, above a victim. And it's crazy. But we have to, follow the rules and follow the law as they were written constitutionally. And if you're accused, your accusers should be pointing the finger at you publicly and not hiding. You know what I'm saying? I would hate for somebody to say, oh, well, Ken did this or Ken did that, but we don't know who the hell is saying that Ken did it. Stand out here, in public and point the finger, because I got to defend myself now publicly against someone that we don't know who. You know what I'm saying? So I know some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, and that's okay. We're all opinionated, and we're entitled to our opinions. and that's just the way it's going to be. But in any case, we're going to keep an eye out. We're going to keep listening to this Epstein process because Trump is now in full distraction mode, blaming Obama for the the Russia hoax, as he calls it. Mr. Trump, knock off the bullshit. Just knock it off. There's never been one time that you've even looked remotely presidential. And this is my opinion, but you're a disgrace. I get heated every time I see you throw that fake and improper hand salute, to the Marines, getting on and off Air Force One and Marine One. Because you're a draft dodging coward. And I'm going to continue to repeat the fact that you are a 34 count convicted felon. I will never support you as a veteran. I never have supported you because I grew up in the New York, New Jersey area, and I know your history. I'm familiar with the businesses and the communities that you and your organization have run rampant through and destroyed, and the small contractors whose businesses you've destroyed because you failed to pay on contracts, so kiss my ass, and if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm going to continue to resist. I'm going to continue to speak up and speak truth to power because that's my job now. I'm a retired American. I'm an honorably served veteran. I love my country. So knock off the bullshit with the people who go against you, hate America. It's bullshit. Knock it off. We're sick of it. Honestly, I'm sick of it. So come 2026, man, all I can say is y'all get out there and vote. Get these Republicans out of office, and let's work toward getting this country back on track and working toward greatness because we've never been great as a nation. And if you can't be honest about that, then I guess there's really no hope for you. Because America, from day one, has always been a work in progress. And we've made a lot of progress over the past 2.5 centuries, but we're not there yet. And Donald Trump, in my opinion, has set us back 100 years. It's going to take a long time just to fix this mess. All right, so Donald Trump is all throughout the Epstein Files. We don't know, in what capacity, but he's in there, along with some other high-powered names. We know Prince Andrew was in there because he recently, in recent years, settled some lawsuits with a victim or a couple of victims. I can't recall exactly. And who knows? Maybe Bill Clinton's in there. If he is and he's done something wrong, he needs to atone for it. We know he has a history. Her name was what? Monica Lewinsky. Remember that? So I'm not going to put anything past Bill Clinton. Who else? We know a lot of other celebrities that have been out there. To Epstein Island, so. But whatever the case may be, we need to hear it. The people need to see it. Let the people decide. Bring it out. Trump, release the damn files. All right, I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience. We will see you next time. Peace.